Hi there! Thank you so much for joining me today. This video is going to be an update on my 8 by August project pan. It is the beginning of May, so we're just over the halfway mark. And this month, I'm so excited to show you my progress. I feel like I did a really good job. I'm surprised I did this well because I took an entire week and I didn't wear any makeup. It was my 1 week no makeup challenge. I'll link that above. And so I thought only wearing makeup 3 out of the 4 weeks of the past month would hinder my progress, and it really didn't. So I'm excited to show you my progress so far. So I'm going to start with the one product that has been finished for a month now. That's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This one is already done. I've talked about it in my past videos. I'm glad to see it go. It was a good product, definitely good for color correcting, relatively affordable, and I enjoyed using it, so I'm glad I was able to get all of the use out of it. The next product is the Girl ProConceal. I'm in the shade Classic Ivory, and I also use this kind of as a color corrector. It's got more of like a peachy pink undertone, so I would use this as a color corrector under my eyes and then use a more high coverage concealer over top to actually conceal dark circles and veins and stuff. And I really enjoyed using this. It's very moisturizing, so it was really great to be using in the colder months. I just used the last of it this morning. I kind of like twisted it and made sure I got like every little bit out, and I like the packaging. I like that it's kind of like a squeezy packaging, so I really feel like I can get everything out of here. I think they do have a really good shade range, especially for the drugstore. They also have certain color correcting colors like green and orange and stuff, so I think it'd be a fun product to play around with if you're curious. I think it's a good formula and I really enjoyed using it up. The next product is one I'm really excited to share with you. It's the Maybelline Baby Lips in the shade Pink Punch. And I struggled for so many months to use this up because it's not a very moisturizing formula, and my lips were so dry that using it was almost uncomfortable and I didn't enjoy using it. It's definitely something that works better for me once the warmer months come and there's a little bit more humidity in the air. So I didn't use a lot of this in the first couple of months of the project pan. I knew once the weather warmed up I'd be able to use it more, and I really got a lot of use out of it this past month because my lips have been a lot better. I was worried I wouldn't even be able to get it done by the end of the project, even though I go through these pretty quickly. But now, seeing how well I did, I really feel like I can get this finished up, if not in the next month, in the next 2 months. So really excited to have made some better progress on that one. The next product is from Soap & Glory. It's the One Heck of a Blot Powder. I had already hit pan on it at the beginning of the project, and I've kind of just been expanding on the pan. The problem is, since there is like such a big gaping hole in it, some of the product has kind of lifted out, and I worry that it's just gonna crumble because I keep it in my backpack, so it's not like it's sitting in my makeup drawer. It's kind of like bouncing around in my backpack, and so I think I'm going to repress it and focus it on the middle. I think once I have it in the middle, it'll be a lot easier to use up and finish, and I feel like I've been making steady progress on this. Because it is getting a lot warmer here, I do feel like I'm going to get more oily throughout the day more quickly, so I think I will be using this a lot more often, so I think it will definitely come in handy for that. I think I can have this finished by August 1st. The next two products I don't really feel that confident about. The first one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. I had already hit pan on it when I introduced it to the project pan, and I really just wanted to expand on that pan and get some more use out of it. The problem is with my hair, I've gone a little bit lighter and I've gone a little bit warmer, and so this doesn't match me the way it used to when I bought it at first. I used to have more like dishwater blonde hair, so it doesn't match me as well, so I don't use a lot. I am wearing it today, but I had to use a very light hand, and that's just kind of how it's been for the past couple of months. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a ton of noticeable progress, but using it more is kind of the goal. I don't really have any specific goals for it other than just getting some more use out of it. So I think so far making good progress, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit side pan or use this whole thing up by August 1st, which is fine. The next product is also kind of a bummer. It's the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. I feel like I haven't even made enough progress to draw another line underneath that bottom line. Even though I've been using it regularly, I have been using it for the 3 weeks out of the 4 weeks that I was wearing makeup, and I just feel like I should have made more progress, especially since we're getting towards the bottom of the container, so it's not as wide on the sides. So I feel like I should be using this up more quickly than I used to. I don't know, it's confusing. I don't understand why there isn't any progress really to show, but I will continue to use it. This is almost done. I'm glad to be getting so much use out of it because it is a very expensive powder and it's been working well for me. I am wearing it to set my makeup today, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep using it. I still feel like it'll definitely be done by August 1st, especially if I continue to use it regularly, but it's just weird that I don't have as much progress to show you. The next two products are bronzers. The first one is the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in the shade Golden Light, and I had already hit my goal on it last month in my last update. I just wanted to hit pan on it. This one took a long time. This one took just over 4 months to hit pan on it at all, which is crazy because I use a very, very liberal amount of bronzer when I apply it. I dust it all over my face, plus I put it on my neck and chest to make sure everything matches, just to make sure I'm really warmed up. So I use a lot of bronzer. So the fact that it took me multiple months to even just hit pan on it, I think that really shows that you get a lot of product for how much you pay for it. And so I thought that was nice, but I hit pan on it and I kind of decided to set it aside and focus on the other bronzer in my collection. The crazy thing about the NARS Laguna is it is 0.28 ounces, which is 8 grams, which is the exact same amount of product as the Bobbi Brown one, but this one only took me a month to hit pan on. I've already hit pan on it. I just started using it last month, and I've already made a significant amount of pan on this. And I'm sure there's still a ton of product. I'm sure the way my brush was going, it focused on the one portion of the pan, but that's insane. I don't think I've ever hit pan on a bronzer that quickly. Because I already hit my goal on both of these, I'm going to put them away for a little bit, play around with some of the other bronzers in my collection that I feel like I've been neglecting, just play around with those for a little bit, and just consider these done. Maybe later on I'll come back and use them a little bit more. My goal was to have them both used up and out of my collection by the end of the year, but I feel like, what's the rush? Why would I focus all year on just 2 bronzers when I have an entire drawer of bronzers that I love and I want to get some more use out of? Definitely hit my goal on these two. Really excited to have hit goal on the NARS Laguna one so quickly, and I'm just going to focus on other bronzers in my collection in the meantime. The next product is my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette. I've been using this regularly for the past, 4 or 5 months, and I do enjoy using it. I use it kind of as a companion palette with other palettes and with other eyeshadows in my collection. I'm using it today in my crease. I actually just hit pan on this middle shade this morning. Can you see that? That was super exciting. I did not realize I was going to hit pan on it. I knew I was kind of close, but I didn't think I'd have any actual pan to show you this month, and I did. The 2 eyeshadows that I've already hit pan on, I feel like I'm expanding the pan a little bit, still using them regularly. I've been using these peachy and burgundy shades over on the right side a little bit more regularly and really enjoying them. I still really like this palette, and I think even after it's out of my project pan, I will still probably use it pretty regularly. So that's everything I have from my project pan update. Thank you so much for joining me and following along with my progress, giving me really great encouragement and tips on how to use my products in more multi-purpose ways to get more use out of them. Be sure to check out my song of the day or my artist of the day I have featured in my description box of every video. I've been doing it for the past couple of weeks, and I really enjoy getting to share that portion of my life with you. Music's kind of always been like a very important thing to me, so I kind of enjoy just sharing that with you guys and hearing about what songs you recommend to me, what you've been listening to. So please do that in the comments. In the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!